What is up, YouTube? Mark at Auto Peak Detailing. Today, we're going to take a look at this extractor that I just bought. Name of it is, let's see here, the Sandia 57,000. And fun fact, it's the same one that Adams Polishes sells. So for about $500 less. So watch this video, save some money. Ooh, that's a long list. We're gonna try to put this thing together. Hopefully it's not too much work. It looks like it's already fairly assembled. So let's pull this out of the box. It's not instrument. Okay. Nice little hose here. I do, right off the bat, I do like this hose. Okay, so it really doesn't really look like there's any install at all. It doesn't look like you really have to do much to put this thing together, which is amazing. Just have to read some instructions. Alright, so let's take a look at this thing. First thing you gotta do is look at it. Let me pull this down here. Okay. So it's a little guy, it's not huge. But it's very cool. And like I said, it's the same one that Adams sells.
$500 cheaper.
So why would you buy something else that's had no modifications to it? I do love Adams products. I do love their pressure washer. I have that, not the big one. I have a smaller one. They added an extra wand and a longer hose and everything, so I do appreciate that. But this, it's just what it is. It's just how it comes. So, all right, let's put this thing together. There's really not much to put together. Oop, don't kick the camera, kids. We've got this really cool little, wand or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to move the camera here, sorry. So, this looks like it goes on the back here. I'm going to fumble over myself here. I do like how this all comes together. It's all strapped down. Keep it tight. Alright, I'll show you guys here, bring you in here. Sorry for moving you around so much and motion sickness here. Okay. Alright, so this comes like that. You take this hose here and just slide that on the end there. And then we're going to quick read the instructions. There's some, it's got some motor, heater, and pump here. We have some nice wheels on here. You can go pretty fast with these. Look like some roller blades, like literally look like rollerblade wheels, which is awesome. So, and we'll figure out how to use this guy. Looks like it slides out. All right, so we're gonna hook this female end up here, down here. This guy plugs right in. Snaps, make sure it's tight, and we're ready to rock. I think you gotta take this top piece off here without breaking it. It's on there tight like a tiger.
Okay. 3 hours later.
Okay, so you take the cap off of this guy here. Spins off and on. Spin this cap off. Then you got the cord to plug it in. You don't want to turn it on until you have some water in there. So we're going to plug this guy in. Okay. Now on this unit specifically, or as I like to say, pacifically, you want to, it tells you on the front with a sticker that you want to run a gallon of water through it because it's got antifreeze in there throughout the system for winterizing where these things are stored. So it wants you to run a gallon of water. I'm going to use distilled water just because I have it on hand. Okay. We've got a gallon in there. Then it wants you to heat it up. You close this up here, and then it'll want you to take this, take this completely like that. Okay. All right, and then you're going to take this right here and screw this off, and this comes out right here. And then you're going to take this and you're going to dump this into the front here. This is where the water goes, it heats up. And then the gross, nasty stuff will go into this red tank. It'll get sucked up in there. Okay, so we're going to put a gallon in there, distilled water, just because I said so. Okay. Make sure that thing sits here. We're going to tighten this back up. It's all pretty self-explanatory. Okay, we're going to plug that back in. We're going to turn the heater on. Okay. And we'll turn it on. There's the motor. We're not going to turn that on right now. There's the pump. All right, so we're gonna let this thing heat up for about 3 to 5 minutes, really quick, and then we're going to run the gallon into a bucket, and then we're gonna try it out, see how this thing fares. Letting it heat up for about 5 minutes or so. Then I'm gonna click this pump on over here, and nice and hot, it's heating up. Oh yeah. It's right to about where it's too hot to touch. So we're gonna run a gallon through this thing just to get it all cleaned out. And then you gotta be careful of touching this little brass piece right here because it gets really hot. So you want to keep your hand off of that. But altogether, this thing is built really nicely. It does not have a clear nozzle here, so you're not going to be able to see the satisfying dirt coming out of there, but it's going to be, we're going to test it out. I'm pretty sure it's going to do really well, and it's constructed really neatly, and it's going to last a lot longer than a piece of plastic will. So we're just going to run this for a little while till we get about a gallon out, and then we're going to go try this bad boy out. In a nasty little transit van that I have right now. The seats are really gross. I've done worse, but they're really dusty and gross. So we're gonna go out there in a second, so stay tuned. All right, so we ran a gallon of water through this, so I'm gonna take this guy off here, and I'm gonna go put some more filtered water in here and pour it into here, let it heat up again, and then we're gonna go try it out on this little nasty transit van. Okay, so we're gonna pour this filtered water in here. Okay, about a gallon's worth of water. Okay, after we just ran a gallon through here so that we're nice and safe. Okay, this cap back on here, hook this hose back up. We're going to heat it up for another probably 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to go try it out on the van. Okay, so we're going to try this without any chemicals first to see how good it does without agitating it and without any kind of help. We're going to see what's up. So I'm going to turn this thing on. and turn the vacuum on as well. Okay, so I'm pretty impressed with this thing. As you can see, there's a huge difference between this side and this side. This is where all the dirt and dust is. It got a lot out without any kind of chemicals, just with hot water. And of course I've got some nasty stains that I'm gonna have to use some carpet clean with, or extractor chemicals, and we're gonna probably get all this stuff out. I'm gonna agitate it with a drill brush, and we'll see how this thing looks here in a second. Okay, as you can see, there's a huge difference. Look at that. Would you just look at it? These seats look tremendously better. Here's extracted. Here's the way they were to begin with. So, very cool. Very excited to have this thing. It's an awesome little system, and like I said, you can get it for like $500 cheaper than Adams Polishing. Sorry, Adams Polishes, but I just had to buy this. It was in my house within a week, and it's pretty awesome. I look forward to using it on more cars, especially these nasty cars, and get them really clean. What's up, guys? So I just used this extractor on this Transit over here, and I just wanted to give you kind of some feedback on all the pros, a couple small cons, very small, but one thing you want to look out for when you're using this thing is, and it says it in the manual here, gets really hot right here, gets really hot right here, so you don't want to burn yourself. Of course, it gets hot down on the bottom where that this hose is as well, because this is where the hot water is coming in. Another thing is this rubber or plastic or whatever you want to call it on the trigger likes to slide off. So that can probably be fixed with just a matter of some glue or making a small drill hole and putting a little nut and bolt through there. But that's like the only minor things. Of course, like I said, you can't see all the stuff coming through here, but it does do an amazing job, and it's worth every penny, especially for 700 and like maybe 40 bucks. Very inexpensive for how good of a machine is, especially if you're just using like something like this VacMaster Professional Extractor here, which is not hot water. It does the job, but it doesn't do it nearly as good as this. So overall, I love this thing, worth every penny, and I'd recommend getting it if you're doing detailing for business. If you're just a weekend warrior, I think it's a bit much, a lot much. I would get something like this VacMaster Pro, which is just really cool for getting some light extraction out of your, whatever car you're driving. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and have a blessed day.